What do you think about bodysuits? I'm just laying in bed and I'm thinking about bodysuit. Oh, this is what we actually are, bodysuits. I was touching my skin and it feels so good after I took a bath. And I had a massage today, which felt so good. And yet so many people have issues with their body. I like my body. But most people that I know hate their body. And they want it to be a different way. And it's true, I've not always loved my body. I guess a lot of it comes from having one model of things to be and us trying to adhere to it, which now we know it's silly. And it's so much better if we're just ourselves. But if we look at the body as a suit that we wear as the vehicle for the soul to express itself, then we can accept it better for what it actually is, something that serves us for some time, and then we discard. And there's so much of stress and anxiety and just stuff will disappear. Because, if we do not have fear of death, knowing that it's just a game that we're playing as consciousness, reincarnating in bodies. And I didn't know if reincarnating is the right word. But in general, if we saw it more like let's go back to Shakespeare, if we saw it more as a play, and we're actors, and in order to perform the play, we have to be a particular character. So we put on a particular suit, costume, and we play our part. And then at the end of the play, we take a bow, and hopefully we did a good job. And if not, we'll do it again. Sorry, we take that costume off. And we don't identify with the character. And if you're a method actor, then you do identify with the character more, and you have to be careful not to identify too much, because we know what happens if you do that. So if we remember that it's just an act, not only we can accept the costume for what it is, or our bodysuit, but then we know that we can actually modify it, and also in one lifetime we're not obliged to play the same role our whole life, and we can have a lot more fun with it if we approach the whole thing from this more of a fluid, imaginative perspective. And again, I'm not saying nothing that I'm saying it's true, because who knows what's true. I know what's true for me, and that's all I know, and you know best what's true for you. But I'm just sharing because I can, and you can decide if you find some truth in that or no. Alright. But to me, it's more fun to look at it that way, and I look at my life like this. It's who do I want to be? What do I want to play? And I played this role for a while. And then, as any performance, when you perform it over and over and over, you get really good at it. And when I get really, really good at it, and when it's so convincing that everybody's convinced that I'm that, I all of a sudden destroy involve myself into something new because it's more fun. And because I can't commit to playing the same role my whole life, right? Oh, sorry, I keep yawning. I should probably stop recording and fall asleep, but that doesn't mean that you're afraid of committing to a role or that you cannot maintain a role. Actually, everything that you've played ever remains with you. And then it enriches you because every role you've played becomes a part of who you are. And at one point you're an blend of all of that amalgam of all the roles you've played, and you can make connections between all of them and become something entirely new based on everything that you've been. And then you add another role and it enriches you. And it's kind of like if you know a couple of different foreign languages and every language is a new world because not only like the language has the same words as your language, but there are words for concepts that lack in your language. For example, some languages have a lot of words for different kind of relatives, and in English we just call them in-laws, and we don't have separate words for them, right? So every role that you play enriches you. That's why it's good to dabble in a lot of different things simultaneously. And being able to pull into different situations from different roles makes you more creative and interesting and rich and full and fascinating as a personality. So yeah, instead of just being strictly committed to being this one thing and perfecting yourself in it and striving so hard to keep up that front, maybe it's gonna be more fun if we just like play, it's the same as children at the playground. They switch from this game to that game to this game to that game, and now we're airplane pilots, and now we are being chased by wild animals, and now we're explorers, and all these kind of things. So life is the same. We could shapeshift and be many things simultaneously. But my point, again, from the beginning was to just say the body is a vehicle, it's a costume, and we can take care of it. It's here to serve us, but let's just love it, right? Because it allows us to play. And how boring would it be if all actors looked the same, right? They had the same face, the same figure. So appreciate your body for what it is. Love it, touch it, know it, enjoy it. It's your bodysuit. And bodysuits are fun.